Okay, kids, here we are again. In the initial setup on these pages, I have used this one as an organized by, and while that's getting into that mode, I'd have to look and see who's actually organizing this one. Maybe I should check their meetup page and see. But we'll add that potentially later. I think at this point we'll go here and we're going to put in this form. Now, I have set it up so you can import a basic form, which will require minimum setup. All right, so it's in the root, all right, under folder root, and you'll see it'll pop up here. Contact this group XML. Just hit the import button, and as we do that, page will refresh. You can see where this would be handy to have two of these windows going like this because you can be doing two different things at the same time, right? Now you'll see there's a basic form. It's got the red visitable to administrators only thing around it, a first name, last name, email, and a comment box. Now this asterisk of course means that it is required content because we obviously want to get a name and an email address from people, right? We want to know what to call them, and we want to be able to find out how to contact them. If they don't fill those out, they'll get this red text here, okay? It also has what's called CAPTCHA on the form, which requires you to put in these texts. You've all seen this before, I'm sure. That just keeps bots from adding to it, or just automatically sending you a bunch of email. Okay, now the two things that you need to edit on the form here, we go into Manage Form, and if you're using just this basic one, a couple of things you'll need to change are under Settings and Form Settings. And what that'll do is allow you to change who it gets mailed to. You've got a spot down here for a BCC if you want, and the reply to. Okay, now the reply to you want to keep as a form value, which in this case we've picked the email address. So when we get this email from whoever submits this form, it'll automatically, when you hit reply, fill in for them. Okay, and at this point here, for the Woodby Island, I should have planned this out ahead. Here we go. There's the coordinator, Teresa Hobbs. Hey, there's that other information that we were looking for, right? So, okay, we'll come back to that, I guess, because I don't have that email set up. I just rebuilt this computer. Sorry, folks. So we'll just leave this one in here for now. We would click the update button, and then you'll see if your update took. See, there's your timer down at the bottom. My goodness. Operation completed successfully will show up if it actually updated. Then go into the other settings here. A couple of things that I wish I could get it to set up as default in the template, but it won't. Go here to the email template and format settings. Uncheck this box here where it says send multi-part, because it will send this form as an attachment, and then the only way you can read it is to print it. And then check the XSL template format here, and the reason for that is you will see the things in the form will come into almost like an Excel box in the email, so things stay lined up with the appropriate heading. Just makes it a little easier to read the email. If you want to have them redirect to a new page or a specific page, like, hey, thanks for filling it out, we'll get in touch with you right away, blah, 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 you can pick that, whether it be a URL on external source, a page on the site. If you have a URL on the source, it would have allowed you to paste there. Pick a page on the site. You could have a thank you page in here or whatever. Okay. In this case, we're going to put none. That's not a required thing. And as soon as that little thing times out, there we go. Click update, and that's going to update our form settings that we just did, and you'll see operation completed successful. Exit the form, and then we want to make it visible, and we want to use this same blue container on the forms. Kind of puts the form in a this stuff is grouped together. This all belongs together. Fill out this form almost like its own separate page. So we're going to go into settings. We are going to make it inherit permissions from the page, and we are going to set that to 0. Don't need to print it, don't need to syndicate it. Container 2, and update. The next video is going to show you some modifications on the form itself. So as you can see, the red box is gone. We got the framework around it, blah, blah, blah. If we hit the submit form button now, see there's required information. So we'll go J and DEV for dev and JD at AOL.com. I would never be on there, but you get my point. Now, if I hit the submit button, look what happens here. Nothing happens because I haven't put in a code, right? It won't go anywhere. That's the deal on that. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next video. See, incorrect security code shops out. Next video is going to be about how to edit the content of the form itself.